Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area. Being a bad girl, I know I am. And I'm so hot, I need a fan. I don't want a boy, I need a man.
Hey, what's up guys? This is the Hallyu Blast. I'm Oscar and today I'm just going to be going over the concert that I went to for Blackpink recently. It's kind of like the last recap we did whenever we went to Red Velvet, except it was only me and my friend Ian that went. Yeah, Serg didn't go to this concert. He really wanted, I don't even know why honestly he didn't go. He messed up. He messed up big time, really. But I don't even know where to begin. Like, I honestly did not plan. Well, no. Okay, at first I did plan to go to this concert, right? But literally a couple days before the tickets were about to go on sale, my monitor for my computer, it broke. And I was like, shit, like, I can't. I just have to have dual monitors. I'm sorry, I'm spoiled already. Like, I've had dual monitors for a while. Once you have dual monitors, it's super hard just to use one. So pretty much the ticket that I was gonna get for sound check was, I think sound check ticket was like $250, like on the website more or less, and the monitor I wanted to get was around $300, almost $400. So that's like a big chunk of it, right? And for me, it's like I really needed the monitor, and I didn't really need to see Blackpink at the time, was how I thought of it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get this monitor, and I'm gonna have to miss out on Blackpink, which was a bummer. But I don't know, I kind of got over it pretty quickly. I was like, I mean, whatever. Like, literally the week after Blackpink, we're going to Korea. Because the next Wednesday, I'm flying to Korea, me and Serg, with some of our other friends. And, like, you know? So it was kind of like, I didn't need to go, but it'd be nice kind of thing. Then go to, like, I want to say 2-3 weeks ago, like the middle of April, me and my friend Ian were talking about it. And we're like, man, I wonder how much the tickets are on StubHub. And the tickets were actually way cheaper than what they were when they came out. So I think me and him both got the general admission sound check for like $160. That's like already almost $100 cheaper than they already were. So we're like, you know what, screw it, let's just go. It's not like, you know, it's kind of one of those things where just like whatever. And honestly, I'm super glad I did, because this concert was really awesome. The only like shitty thing was it was raining, which really did suck. Since we were GA, we knew we had to get there early so we could be in the very front. I think we got there at around 9:30 in the morning, and at this time it was pouring rain. Like, it was bad, really. And the wind, I don't know if you guys have been into like big cities, but once you go between like the big tall buildings, it's super windy. It's like a wind tunnel effect kind of thing. And that with the rain was terrible. Like, my umbrella was like almost breaking. I had a poncho on, but it was like one of those disposable ones, so it was just flying everywhere. And man, like, my feet and my pants were soaked. Like, it was really shitty, honestly. But anyways, we got into the line. We were probably there for like maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, until we finally get it going. We had got our wristbands for GA, which were actually numbered, by the way, because that was how we entered the concert. So the earlier you got there, the better number you got, the earlier you get in to get a better spot, basically. But when we went to go get our soundcheck benefits, we honestly almost didn't even get to do it because we bought our tickets off of StubHub. And the lady was like, I need the name of the original purchaser. And Ian and I at the time were like, well, we don't know. We bought these off of StubHub. And she's like, well, you're going to have to go to the box office. You're going to have to call StubHub to try and find this out, yada, yada. Like, that's the only way I can help you. And we're like, shit, like, oh my God. So we hop out of line and we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to ask this one staff member, like, where the box office was. And instead of telling us where the box office was, he went on this whole rant on why we shouldn't buy resale tickets and all this stuff. And honestly, in the future, if tickets come with a certain benefit, I actually do recommend not getting it off of StubHub, just because you might run into a little problem just like we did. But like for regular concert, StubHub's fine, honestly. Like, if something's wrong, like, it'll get fixed. But when it comes to a ticket plus benefits, you could run into problems. But anyways, we end up finding out the name for the person that sold us the tickets. We hopped back in line, spent another hour there, which kind of really pushed us back for sound check, but it's totally fine. She was able to pull up our tickets with the name, and it's actually weird because me and Ian bought our tickets both at different times, but we actually happened to buy them from the same person, so we just gave her the names and she just handed us both our tickets. But at this point, it's probably like maybe an hour or two before sound check's supposed to happen, I believe, or maybe 3 hours. Yeah, I think like something like that. And like I said, our socks soaking wet, so we went back to our cars. Thankfully, like we both had like extra pairs of socks in our cars, so literally just took a break in the cars, turned on like the foot warmers to like just dry up pretty much, dry up pants and like whatnot. Then we headed back to the venue, and at this point we get in line for sound check. And now we're in line for sound check for maybe like an hour and a half. It was really like whatever, but sound check was super awesome. Like, oh my god, I was super skeptical about it at first. I was like, they're just gonna play like 2 or 3 songs, like I'd rather just get in line for the concert. But no, like it was totally worth, you know. The girls just come out in super relaxed outfits. Like honestly, Jenny came out with just like, she came out with some sunglasses on, some baggy Adidas pants. Lisa came out with just like a big oversized Balenciaga hoodie, some just pants, you know. Like all the girls were just in really relaxed clothing, like how you would just be normally. And it was just super chill. There was not really a script to it at all. They just came out. I think what songs did they play? Oh, I can't remember what songs they played, but they did play 3 songs. They also just talked to you for a little bit, just talking about the concert, the venue, whatever. Just, you know, just small talk with the crowd, and it was really cool. You know, we get to just see these girls like their actual personalities for the most part. You know, not just like their stage faces kind of thing. You know, it's just a more personal like little event, and it was really awesome. Now after that, we they actually lined us up inside the venue before we left, because on straight from that line we went into the line for the concert. And we were actually wondering, we're like, damn, how are we gonna get in line for GA if like we're gonna be in sound check? Like we thought we were gonna get screwed over with the line, but we honestly didn't. They actually did go through with the whole numbered wristband thing. It's pretty much after sound check, we all went out. They had these polls that kind of gave you a general guideline of where the numbers would be. We lined up there, and then eventually a staff member came by and was actually like counting down the number where you were supposed to be. That's pretty much how we did get in. We were probably in that line for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, man, we spent a lot of that day just waiting in lines, but it was cool, you know. I think they let us into the venue at around 7-ish, something like that. I think more or less. We got in there. The venue was pretty nice, you know. It was my first time there. It seemed pretty big, I think. I don't know. Apparently that's where BTS had their last concert, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. The concert did not start exactly at 8, but honestly I wasn't surprised. I pretty much figured it would start at 8:30, and honestly more or less that's when it did pretty much start at 8:30. They opened up with Do Do Do, and they ended up finishing off with like, damn, what did they finish off with? I think they finished off with Hope Not. If not, it's one of their other like ballad-y songs. I'm pretty sure it's Hope Not though. I mean, that was like their encore song, I think. Yeah, because they did 2 encore songs. It was the Do 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 remix, and then I believe it was Hope Not. I'm pretty sure it was. But like before the encore, the actual, I guess the first set list, I think they finished off with As If It's Your Last. Yeah. Because the last 2 songs were Boom Baya and As If It's Your Last, and the girls put on such an amazing performance. Like, I don't know, at first, you know, I was like, damn, like, I didn't know I should go to this concert, and then it turned into like, oh my god, I'm super happy I got to see them. Like, being able to see Rose, honestly, was so great, just because she is my bias in Blackpink, you know. Just hearing her speak English in person was... her accent just gets me every time. Same thing with Jenny. Lisa, oh, super great, especially when did her Swalala dance. Seeing it live, and then of course, last but not least, Jisoo. So cute, like, she's honestly just the cutest thing ever. Like, it's so good, especially when she like was speaking her English when she tried. It was the greatest thing ever. But all the girls did such an amazing job. Even though we did line, no, actually, I think I did end up getting a pretty good spot in the crowd. I was pretty much, I guess, in the start of the concert, I was in the very middle, and there was probably like 5 people between me and the barricade. And honestly, by like the last, I guess the middle of the concert, I was already like, there's 2 people in front of me towards the barricade, and by the last 4 or 5 songs, I was literally on the barricade, which I didn't even have VIP, and I made it to the barricade. Like, hey, it was great. And then I think the people on the barricade actually left right after they did As If It's Your Last, because maybe they've never seen a Marvel movie before, but there's always something after the credits, and sure enough, Blackpink had an encore songs. So like, I was up for the encore songs, I was right on the rail, which is super great because they pulled out like a bench and they were just sitting down on there. The thing I did not like is people keep throwing shit. Like, it was kind of cute, funny at first, because, people were just throwing some stuffed animals, some beanbags. And it was only a couple at first, which was like, to me, that's totally fine. Like, just throw a couple. But, like, don't keep throwing them. Like, guys, you need to chill. Like, I get you want to give them stuff, but, like, throwing it at them is, like, not really cool, because, just anything could happen, really. One thing I was not mad at was someone threw up 2 cowboy hats and they put them on. That was really cool. But overall, I'm actually really happy with it. Merch wise, I only bought 2 things. I bought the long sleeve shirt, it was a gothic one, and I bought the poster, which I have right here with me. It's just like their world tour poster, pretty much. Nothing super crazy, it's just, it's their North America tour poster. I think they were selling that LA one, which I'm really salty about. Apparently only LA got this like limited poster and all the other cities did not. Why? I don't know. Who knows? It's whatever, really. I got what I wanted. Actually, I didn't plan on buying merch, but I did it anyways. I guess in the end, though, was it worth seeing Blackpink? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Totally worth. I've been following this group pretty much since they were doing the spoilers for who was going to be in it. Like, I still remember, just like how they spoil any group, they have like a member at a time, and that's exactly how it was for Blackpink. I've been into them since they debuted, and it's really crazy to see just how far they've come. Went from Boombaya, just like, I don't know, just, it's crazy. It's just really crazy to see how far these girls have come. Like, they performed at Coachella. That's a pretty big deal. And their US tour, like, I don't know numbers, but I feel like they did great, because that Fort Worth show was, I think, pretty much filled. Like, I did not see a lot of empty seats. It was crazy. But, that's just my little 2-piece, from their Fort Worth show. If you guys went, just tell me a little something of how you enjoyed it down below, just stuff like that. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Like always, leave some feedback down below. Hit that like and sub button, and that's all. See you later.